Hello, hello. Hi, guys. How do you feel? I hope that everything is okay. Um, I just want, in this case, to tell you that today we're going to be starting with the Unit 11. Oh my gosh, this is going very, very fast. So it is just missing, in this case, two units, this and the Unit 12. So today, I want to see if you are honest, okay? Because we're going to be talking about honesty. This is a really good one. And we have a grammar for this video that you have seen it before, but not like in this stage. So it is the if clauses. So we're going to be talking about the present unreal conditional. In previous one, we were talking about the future real conditional. So this is unreal. So we're going to be talking actually about hypothetical things that they haven't happened. Imagine things, right? That what exactly will you do? These are our goals for this unit. As you see, you're going to learn to speculate about imagined events, give a strong advice, introduce surprising or opposing information, and finally, report what someone else has said. This part of the unit of the point four, this is used with the reported speech. I think you might remember about it, about the reported speech to say, Fulano told me that, or she said to do this. If you understood clear the reported speech on the first one, this will be adoritos for you. So let's take a look at this. First, as always, we check the vocabulary of this unit. Oh, as you see, it is really short, at least the lesson A, because we have also from the lesson B. All right, so here we have against the law. Against the law. What is that? This is when you don't do exactly what the law tells you. For example, that you cross the street with a red light. Okay, so you are against the law. You are breaking the law. Or you do any other things that are not straightforward with what the government or the laws tells you. Okay, so you are against, you are not doing it correct. Please never be against the law. An honest person or a liar. If you are an honest person, it's because you all the time you say the truth. Okay, I'm honest. I don't know why the Dominicans we used to do that. When we're going to be talking about with the truth, we put the hand here in the chest and we say, I'm going to tell you something. So it is because they are going to be honest. The other one is a liar. If you are a liar, please try to don't not do that, please, okay? Because it's nothing good. I don't like to lie because I have a bad memory. If you are a liar, you need to have a really, really good memory to remember what you said before. Okay, so please don't do it. The other one is depend on the circumstances. So this is it depends. That's what we say. It depends on the circumstances. So if you will be checking this vocabulary in some examples that we have in the video. So they are pretty focuses on the grammar of because present unreal. So we're going to be talking about imagine things that they have never happened before. So other one is exception. Okay. For example, imagine that you are in the street outside right after 9 p.m. and the police they stop you and they say, "Hey, come here. What happened? You know that we are in quarantine. Why you are outside?" So, oh no, the thing is that I was at the hospital. Normal excuses from people. So, I thing is I was in the hospital with my mother that she's sick, and they say, okay, well, so I'm going to do an exception. That's what the police will say. Okay, I'm going to do an exception with you. Go ahead, you can go. Other one, hurt someone's feelings. Ouch. Hurt someone's feeling. When you love a person and you cheat on her, you hurt the other people's feeling, right? Obvious. When something is obvious, it's because it makes sense, okay? And it's something that it doesn't have to be explained a lot, all right? Because it's obvious. Reward someone or punish someone, okay? When you reward is when you give something good, a prize to a person, okay? Punish is the opposite. Like when you ground a boy, you say you're grounded. You're going to be without the cell phone for 1 week. Okay, so that is punish. You are punishing that person. Also, with the belt, that is another one that they pop, 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 or when they give you those kind of punish in syllables, right? That they say, sorry, in syllable, they used to say, I told you not to do that big. So that I don't know if you have seen that before. All right, so reward someone is when you give a prize. For example, if the baby did it really good on the kid, if he did it really good on the school, he got a really good grade, so you are rewarding that person. You will say, okay, I'm going to buy you a tablet, or I'm going to take you on vacation to a resort here in Dominican Republic. Other one is someone for their behavior, okay? So you know that this is, no, sorry, this is part of the first one. Punish someone for their behavior. Actually, I didn't see it really good. So, like I told you, when you punish it because that person did something very bad. Last one is tell the truth and tell a lie. Simple. If you tell the truth, you are saying the correct thing, right? If you tell a lie, you are lying. You are a liar. This L is from loser, but it's a L. Liar. Okay, don't do that. So here we have, guys, this is the vocabulary of the lesson 8. If there is any question you might have, remember you have the glossary in this part here. This is the first thing that I always put in the material, okay? The glossary for the vocabularies. And the other thing is, let's see, let me go back to this. So we got honesty. Ta-da! Lesson 8, telling the truth. This is the name of the lesson name, okay? There is a video here where I would like to play it so you can complete this exercise that we have over here, okay? But this part I am going to leave it for tomorrow. I was not able to do the call today because I was having some issues here, but right now everything is great. By tomorrow we are going to be doing this exercise. I will play the video for you to see if you are a good liar. So let's set aside this part. And here, look at the picture. Who are the people in it? And what just happened? Do you think the boy is telling the truth? Do you think that he's telling the truth? Look, this window is broken, and the mother just asked, who broke the window? And he's just saying, I don't know. But he's having a feeling like a baseball player. So probably it was a baseball ball who broke the window. Alright, so in this part, you're going to be reading these statements, these 6 ones, and notice the blue words. So what would you do with this? You look up any expressions that you don't know, okay? And check then the boxes that are true for you. For example, honesty is always best. There are no exceptions to this rule, okay? So you will be just checking here this part. if it's with a, I'm going to do it by myself. So for me, I agree. You should never lie if it's against the law. If it's against the law, all right, you should never in this case, lie. Well, well, I'm going to disagree, guys. I don't know, but I will disagree because there are some exceptions. You sh I'm human, okay? Don't judge me. You shouldn't tell the truth if it hurts someone's feeling. If I shouldn't tell the truth, well, the thing is that I am so straightforward. I will agree. It doesn't matter what, I used to say it. I am so direct. The truth isn't always so clear. It's not really obvious. For me, I strongly agree because as they say that the truth is not always so clear, that's the truth is obvious. If you say the truth, there is no exceptions. Sometimes I tell the truth and sometimes I don't. It depends on the circumstances. Hmm, I agree. I agree because of the number two. If it's against the law or something like there is an exception, it's okay. A white lie. You shouldn't punish small children too severely if they tell a lie. Well, if they are lying, of course I will punish them, but not like hit them, okay? Just talk with them, and after that, I will try to see what we can do if we can just manage the part, okay, of the behavior that if I see that he's doing it a lot or too much, I probably will talk with a psychology, right? So to see if there is a problem with his behavior. Okay, so in this case, I don't agree. I disagree with this. So that was in my opinion. Okay, so this same thing that I was doing right now, you can do it on your own. All right, and just check. If you want, you can call your partners to see, hey, what do you think about this? Let's do it. And this is a part that you can create conversations with this. Okay, so let's go for the next one. The next part we have is the listening. As you know, always you have to do this. The audios are on the materials attached. You just have to look out for the track and play the audio to complete this exercise. In the spot, look at this. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Delicious. And this is a conversation. It is also a listening. If you want, you can look up the audio on the track 32 and listen to this conversation. Or you can call your partner and random read this part like I used to do with you guys. Okay, so in the speaking strategy here, we have useful expressions for giving a strong advice. You remember that there are different ways you can give a strong advice, like using had better with giving like a warning. All right. So here, if you don't leave a bigger tip, the waiter is going to be upset. So this is expressions that you can say in order to give this strong advice. Or I don't think you should spend too much time playing games on your computer. So neither do I. I don't think that. So you have to do your homework by yourself. That's truth. Okay, so they are giving a strong advice to that person. There are a lot of different ways that you can just give those advices to them. All right. Another thing you can do in the call that you are doing with the guys, probably we can do this in the tomorrow's call, like giving a strong advice. Role play this part. Look, read about 3 situations below, choose one, and write a role play with a partner. Okay, so here we have the student A play the role of one of the friends or the co-worker or whatever any other ones that you want to do, and the student B warn the student A about his or her actions. So with this part, you're going to use these useful expressions to give the strong opinions that you can say. There is like a kind of example here below, and you can create your conversation, your proper one. Great. So the next part that we have is the grammar. Let's take a look at this. Like I told you before, we're going to be talking about present and real conditionals. So just things that are imagined. Let me play the video for you and pay attention.
Present unreal conditionals. Present unreal conditionals talk about imagined or unreal events.
If the ATM gave me extra cash, I'd return the money. If I had $1 million, I'd buy a house.
The if clause presents a condition that is not true right now. The result clause shows the imagined result if that condition were true. The verb in the if clause is in the simple past. The verb in the result clause takes would plus the base form of the verb.
If I heard a strange noise, I'd stay in bed.
If I were you is often used to give advice.
I wouldn't take that job if I were you.
Okay, very good. So I left the video completed, right? To explain you this later. So as you see, this is part of what they say. The present and real conditionals, it talks about imagine or unreal events. So when they say about unreal events, it's because these that they are saying have never happened before. Okay, it's just imagine. So this is what they say. If the ATM gave me extra cash, so here we have an if clause and a result clause. So what would happen if it gave me extra cash? So you need to put a comma. Sorry. You need to put a comma when you are saying this if clause at the beginning, at first. So if the ATM gave me extra cash, I'd return the money. Here, this is the contraction of would. I would return the money. If I had $1 million,
I'd buy a house.
yeah, so I would buy a house. You can say it also reversed it, all right? The result clause first, and then the if clause, like I would buy a house if I had $1 million. As they say in the next part here, this is the other one. So look what they say. The result clause shows the imagined result if that condition were true. And in the if clause, it presents a condition that is not true right now. That's why they say, if I had $1 million. That is if you had, but you don't have it. And in the result clause, I would return. So it's showing you what would be the result if the first one happens. As you see, they are using in the if clause, you need to use the simple past. And in the result clause, it takes would, the word would, plus the base form of the verb. Like the example they gave us. If I heard a strange noise,
I'd stay in bed.
exactly. So if I hear, this is the simple past of hear. Okay, if I heard a strange noise, I would stay, ouch, in bed. Well, so probably you say, but that's very, very easy. And it's true. It's very, very easy. You only have to know that what you're talking about, and this grammar is used for those things that they have never happened, right? That is the only thing you have to be careful with. All right, so we can just create some examples, okay? Even better of those and more Dominicans one, okay? For example, let me open this. Ta-da. So I could say with the if clause first, if I had, or like the homework, if I had 10 million, if I had $10 million, well, let's put it pesos, not to be, right? So if I had 100 million pesos, right? Comma. Here I have to say I, then I would be on vacation right now. Just an example, right? So if I had 100 million pesos, I would be on vacation right now. All right. So I am talking about something that it haven't happened, right? So you can do it like this, or you just can reverse it. If you want, also you can just put the contraction on this part, like, oh, where is it? Okay, got it. Another one. Let's do it reverse this one. I would, if I would play baseball, all right, I would play baseball if I had friends to play with. Okay, so here I was using, if I want, it is optional for you that you can just left it onto this part here and forget about to play with, but just to make it more obvious, so I will say I would play baseball. As you see, I am saying would and the verb. I would play baseball if I had friends to play with. Okay, make sure that in the if clause, guys, all the time you are using a verb in the simple past. Okay, and here in the result clause that you are using this part. So if you want, I would play baseball if I had friends. Let's say if you want to do it like this, or this, if I had friends to play with, I would play baseball. Let's put it simple, right? So there are some other sentences that you can do using this grammar. A lot of different things, right? So what I want right now, in the comments of this video down below, you are going to do one sentence, okay, created by yourself using this grammar, okay, present and real conditional. I am going to see everybody typing the comments, okay, so please don't forget to put a comment saying a sentence, okay, try to be different, okay, not the same as these ones that I was showing you here on the video, okay. So let's see, on page 214, well, here there is an exercise that you can complete using this grammar, okay? And on page 214, you have a match that also you can do with the same grammar. Okay, after you match these situations that they have, okay, you can put it over here if you want. You're going to do this other one. You can circle the answers that are true for you. For example, let's see, I am or I am not rich. You have to make this truth for you. Okay, I am not rich. Of course I'm not. I am a teacher, or I'm a teacher. In this case, you are not a teacher, and etc. So you can do all of this with your book. Okay, it is in your PDF that I sent you. So guys, this was everything for today. As you see, the lesson A of this unit is very, very good. But remember, guys, something that I please need that you do is continue practicing your speaking, right? So if I explain you, if I already explain you this, I'm the teacher, but I'm just your guide, okay? Guiding you through the grammar that you can can continue going and going to learn it, but you have to practice it, okay? So present and real conditional. You can find out a lot of different questions that you can use this grammar, right? What would you do? For example, what would you do if you had, for example, Emmanuel, what would you do if you had a car? If you have a car, okay, well, if I had a car, I would be driving to my job. So different situations that you can do, but you need to practice the speaking so you don't forget about this and just to be a normal or simple grammar that you just saw a few minutes ago. Okay, so don't do it. Please practice your speaking. This is very important. Okay, so guys, see you in the next time. For the next video that we have, we're going to be talking about the reported speech. Okay, so practice your vocabulary of this unit plus this grammar that we have. Please do it. Blessing for you guys. Bon appetit and see you in another time. Abul.